So how do you get your first coaching client? Maybe you're like, I want to build this coaching business to 6 figures and I don't know where to start. That's what I want to talk about in this video is where to start and how to make sure that you actually have paid clients, not just people that are using your time for free, but actually are paying you money to work with you. Now, for those of you that I haven't met yet, my name is Jeremiah Krakowski, and for the last 21 years, I have been helping mentors, trainers, and coaches scale their businesses to tens of millions of dollars, and I built multiple coaching businesses over $10 million per year. And what I do is I help beginners as well as those that have been doing it a long time get more clients, scale their business, and start to make the kind of money that they want to make, 6 figures and eventually 7 figures. We have proven processes and systems as well as practical strategies to help you get results. And that's what this YouTube channel is all about. That's what my content is all about. We have a podcast as well you can check out, and I have a coaching program where I actually help you, come alongside you, and build with you. You actually get access to me to help you build your business with you. All that to say, I want to help you get your first client, and that's what this video is going to be all about, okay? You have to know who your first client is going to be. It always starts with that, making a decision as far as who you want to work with. Now, we have other videos that I've posted on this channel about finding your niche. You can go search that, look up Jeremiah Krakowski niche, and you'll find some of those great videos that we put together. I'm not going to give a whole video spiel on finding your niche on this. What I want to talk about is actually getting that client. Once you've decided who you want to work with, that's the first stage. How do we actually get a client? And it all boils down to conversations. Now, don't log off the video before you think I'm talking about direct messages or one-on-one sales calls, okay? Because I don't actually use any of those in my business. But we do facilitate conversations in a way that does not require you to work hundreds of hours or hire a bunch of staff or do complex methods. And how can you show up to have a conversation with somebody without actually having to take your time to do so? Well, let me give you just a bird's eye example. This video right here is a form of a conversation. Now, you might be like, well, explain that. I'm watching you. We're not talking back and forth. But here's the thing. The thoughts that you're having, the ideas that you're having, the things that you're thinking while you watch a video like this is an internal dialogue that you're having with yourself while you watch a training like this, a piece of content. Now, here's the other thing too. You don't have to get on the content creation hamster wheel when you use our system. You can actually find strategically exactly what to do, exactly what steps to take that get results that only have to take you 5 to 10 hours a week. And that's about how much I work as well. That's how much I recommend people work when they get started. And it happens when you facilitate conversations that lead to connection. So we have to make sure that we are connecting with people that would be potential clients. When it comes to a coaching relationship, it's a bit deeper than just a business transactional interaction. If you ever had a coach, you know that it goes much deeper than just that. You have to vibe with the person, right? You have to make sure that you like how they do things. And number one, what's the most important thing? That they can deliver results. Because how many of y'all are just tired of working with coaches and mentors that don't actually deliver on the things that they say that they're going to deliver on? And maybe you might be here right now saying, gosh, Jeremiah, I don't know if I can deliver on the results. And that's why I'm struggling to make connections with people. Well, stick with me. I'm going to help you with that as well in this video, okay? When you can learn how to converse with people in a way that gets them to want to spend time with you. And that's one of the keys, is you tap into one of the deepest drivers of getting clients, which is, whoopsie, that was cute, their desire, okay? Leading with desire. And how many of y'all are tired of traditional marketing that's all pain and negativity driven right here, okay? This gets your mind thinking in a negative way, and what I say is let's eliminate the pain points. Let's eliminate what the struggle is and get people off of the struggle train and into a desire-based state of mind. Now, everybody that's out there that might be a potential client of yours has a dream desire, and they might sit up at night and fantasize about the life they want to live. And that's great. And you want to tap into that in how you get clients, because what you want to figure out is what do you help people with? And again, we're going to be talking about how do you deliver those results by the end of this video. But then how does that correlate to the desire that somebody actually has? The reason why people make a purchase with your coaching, with your offers to work with you in a business is because you are delivering a desire. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when it comes to getting clients is they're not owning the outcome that they're actually delivering and that desire. And they're timid and they're passive and they're tiptoeing on eggshells when they're communicating. Even when they record video content or trainings, they're not showing up in their greatest energy. Not in a new age sense, but that they're excited, that they're actually into and love what they get to do. You can see right now, as you listen to me, I'm passionate about what I get to do. I'm excited about this. I enjoy getting results for my clients. And the biggest thing that lights me up next to my wife and my sons is getting my clients results. And so when you can show up and demonstrate that to people, people will want to work with you. They will essentially bang down your doors to come in to work with you. Now, not in a weird sense, but in the fact that they will be like, how can I work with you? How can I come and become a client of yours? And they will show up in droves to want to be around you because you end up creating an environment that people feel seen, heard, and that they want to spend time in. Now, getting people to want to spend time inside of an environment is cool and all, but that doesn't create results for people. But it is what gets you a client. And that's one of the things that I want to help you is to separate these two ideas in your mind. Okay? This is one of the most important things that if you can get this, this will help you, is you have the results-driven side of delivery. This is how you're delivering the results to your clients. So we're going to be talking about that by the end of this video here. But I want to lead it with the marketing and how do we tap into the desire that people have to build trust with them. Because before somebody is willing to work with you to get these results, they have to trust that you are going to deliver that desire to them. So your goal is to build trust with people. For people to say, okay, I get what you're saying, because here's the thing. You're not the only coach that's out there. Newsflash for you. We don't live under a rock. We know that. There's other coaches, mentors, course creators, people, and the industry is more and more bombarded with offers today than it ever has been. So how do you show up and stand out with something that's marketable, that people actually want to say, okay, I'm going to work with you and not a competitor? That shows up in how you make people feel, first off. Because everybody makes a buying decision based on emotions and feelings. And how do you help people feel that? It's in a combination of your body language, the tone of voice, how happy or sad or how you show up when you communicate. And that's why video content is the most effective way to actually get clients, whether it be on a Zoom meeting or it be face-to-face, which I don't do anything face-to-face anymore. I do it all online. That's because I've designed my life that way to live. I do face-to-face with my friends and family, but not with clients as far as that goes. I do face-to-face over video online with people. And what that does is I've learned how to make a connection with people with the body language, with video content, to be able to deliver results. So when you can show up on video in your marketing, this allows you to build trust with people because people can see your energy and they can feel your energy. And there's actually an energy transfer that actually goes on. And that's something that's really, really cool about video content. This is why we can watch movies and feel something when we watch a movie. The same thing happens through YouTube. The same thing happens through a free class or a webinar or a training or in a coaching environment. And so what you want to do is you want to pre-demonstrate to people. This is the key. You want to pre-demonstrate to people that you can actually deliver on those results. Okay? And so this comes from the words that you say, how you say it, and how you structure language to be able to get people to make an informed decision, but a decision that also feels really good. Because one of the number one mistakes that coaches and mentors we make is that we lead with just the logic side of things. You could almost see this as left brain, right brain, as far as that goes. I don't know which one's left or right. I'm not a neuroscientist. But one of those deals with feeling and emotions and creativity and vision. That's what we lead with the marketing, is we tap right into the emotional side of people's thinking brain. But before people exchange finances, it has to make sense to their logical mind. And when we can merge those two things together, and you build trust with people in you, your product, your company, they will want to buy whatever it is that you have to offer as a coach or mentor. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that I notice that people make when they are marketing is they overcomplicate this process. What I would encourage you to do is to simplify it. They overcomplicate the visual aspects of it. They overcomplicate the technical aspects of it. And every time that I meet a lot of coaches and mentors, I meet people that I work with that don't have a lot of tech skill. They're not savvy in a lot of this, and I tell them simplify it. Black and white text, take a photo of you, keep it simple. Don't overwhelm yourself with all this work that you have to do trying to look like the next guru that's out there. That's one of the biggest mistakes that I see that people make, is that they're trying to appear on the outward like the guru down the street that they met. Can I tell you this? My business never made money trying to look like somebody that I wasn't. And it always made money when I just showed up authentically as myself. And the people that I was meant to work with love me. They love listening to me. They love communicating and connecting with me. And for those that don't, bye-bye. I don't need you in my life. Respectfully. You can go work with another coach as far as that goes. And that's a good thing. Because when you show up authentically and you tap right into those feelings and emotions and desires, and you can learn to communicate in a way that people truly feel seen and heard, that's the key. Because that creates a feeling and sense of safety. That creates a sense of, I'm in the right place at the right time with the right people that can help me get the results that I want. And that's where trust becomes delivered. And so again, that shows up with people in how we communicate. Our body language, it shows up in the words that we write down, and it shows up in the words that we say, our facial expressions, and our tone of voice. So when we bring all of these together in our sales and marketing, and I'll tell you this, for years I struggled with this. I dealt with negative thoughts and beliefs, and I didn't feel confident. Even though I had delivered results, you might say, Jeremiah, you have all this track record. Why would you feel that way? I'm going to give you a little bit more of my background here, is that I actually got started not being the person that you see here today. I got started being somebody that worked and helped with the video editing. And then I built skills in the marketing and then the advertising. But I couldn't show up on camera to save my life. I could be the behind the scenes guy that was helping as the right hand of CEOs and mentors and coaches. And my strategies have created tens of millions of dollars for the companies that I've built and the clients that I've worked with. And then I learned how to coach people really well to deliver results. Our clients, I've mentored and coached thousands of clients. I was able to actually coach alongside mentors that had built followings. So I was able to come into those businesses and coach people. But when it came to me putting my own business out there, can I tell you this? I actually struggled for a long time to attract clients because I didn't understand this piece. I didn't understand that how I make people feel was actually one of the number one things that I was missing. And I had a gifting to actually make people feel incredible, but I was using it to self-protect. I was using it to not show up in my best ability. And when I learned that, you know what? There's actually an ability that we can all learn. There's a skill set that I think we all have. And when the rubber meets the road, when we start to get out of our head and we get out of self-protection and we actually learn to calm our nervous system down as well. That's one of the keys that I tell people when I coach them, is calming the nervous system down. That's actually where confidence starts to come out. Because oftentimes when we're in fight or flight or self-protective state of mind, it shows on our face. It shows in our body language. We're closed off. And what that does is it's a micro expression that people out there in the public read as one thing. It's very interesting. You could be super trustworthy, like I was and am, super delivering results like I am, super incredible at getting people results, and yet you can show up as untrustworthy because of how you're communicating, how you're connecting, or lack of connection as far as that goes, or the things that you're saying or what you're not saying. And I remember I would get on calls with people and I would be like, I can deliver these results for you. And people would be like, there's no way you can. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I would start defending myself and getting defensive and fearful and worried. And now I'm like, what do they mean? And it's because I was replaying stories that actually came through from past experiences that I was trying to avoid feeling anxious. And this became a battle constantly every single day where I couldn't show up as my best self. When I finally realized that the root was actually just inside of me and that I could actually show up with confidence, with belief, with conviction, knowing that I can help people. That started to build my business, and we were able to scale this current business that I have to be a 7-figure company. It's amazing. Okay. Now, how do you actually know that you can deliver results? Where does that come from? Well, I believe that we all have results that we can deliver to our clients. Okay. And some of you might be watching this saying, Jeremiah, you still haven't told me how to get clients though. Okay. I've given you the foundations. I'm building up to this right now. There's about 3 layers to this that we like to do. So number 1, when it comes to getting clients, we have the foundation of leading with the desire. Step number 2 is that we can actually deliver on the results. I'm going to talk about this next. And then step number 3 is where cash is exchanged and you get a new client. And there's a process to doing this that I'm going to break down for you at the end of this training, okay? So stick with me as we go through these 3 stages right here. We have the desire that we lead with the marketing, we validate the results, and then we go to get the client. So to deliver the results, you pull from your experience, as well as you can learn new skills on things that you don't know already. So one of the things that I want to tell you is this, is that as a coach and as a mentor, there is a process and a skill set to coaching well, to being able to listen to people and to show up excellently. I work with people that are either brand new coaches and I mentor them in my program on how to do that. By the way, if you're wondering about that, we have the Client Growth Accelerator program where I work with people every single week to help them get results in their business. And I'd love to work with you as well to help you get the results that you want in your business. You can find the link below in the description of this. And so the way that you can deliver results to people and so that you know that you can deliver results is this. Number 1, release the need to get everybody results. That might sound like an oxymoron. It's not. Let me explain. Because you can actually attract all the right clients, but at the end of the day, the responsibility of getting results, doing the work, actually falls on your clients. And the truth is that you can do all the right things. Trust me, I've done it. You can walk somebody through every stage of coaching them through in their business, and they can still choose to not grow. They can still choose to not have a growth mindset and to fight it. Now, one of the things that we like to do to make sure that we're actually getting more clients is to pre-qualify those that we actually notice that they probably are more than likely not going to get results. So what we try to do is try to pre-qualify out the people that are actually not going to get results. And what ends up happening is that it works better in our favor to attract those that are our clients. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they think that I have to hold on to all of these possible clients, and I need to, never lose a possible connection with somebody or miss an opportunity. And that couldn't be further from the truth. When you show up in confidence and you actually learn how to communicate what you can do and what you can't do, and you start to get really, really clear on that with people, it will save you time, save you money, and actually attract true clients to you. If you're trying to be a generalist to help everybody that's out there, you're going to go mentally stir crazy because you're not going to be able to serve everybody in all these different ways. You're not the savior of the world. You're not Jesus, okay? You want to find where is your superpower and then lean in with people that want to know how to solve that superpower. And then what we do to actually get clients is we just find people that are looking to solve the problem that we know that we can deliver on. Chances are you have experience in your life of what you've been able to do or accomplish. And if you get out of the fight or flight or the anxiety or the nervousness of, I don't know if I can actually do this or not, it starts to reveal to you that maybe you actually have more skill set than you realize. And I can tell you and guarantee you, you actually do have more skill set than you realize, because after working with thousands of people over the years, most people that I meet actually have way more skill set than they even think they realize. But they just don't know how to communicate it in a way that connects with clients. And so when you can actually learn just a few simple strategies that I mentor people on in our coaching program that can get those clients in front of you, and then how do you actually deliver those results to people, it starts to come together and converge for you to where you can actually feel confident in what you're selling. You actually feel excited that you can deliver on the things that people actually want. And that starts to pay you money. So the process that we look for to actually get people to pay us money is we first have to understand what is the desire and what result do we deliver, okay? Then what we get to do is we show up by showing up in front of the right people at the right time with the right message based on the desire that they have and the end result that we can deliver. And we communicate that with them. And so we communicate, again, with our nonverbal communication, with our spoken word, with our written words, and all of those things start to come together in our sales and marketing process. Okay, so the sales and marketing process that I recommend is based on a 3-step strategy that we break down in one of our programs called the Total Six-Figure Online Blueprint inside of my Client Growth Accelerator coaching program that breaks down these 3 stages. You want to find the right people. You want to promote an offer to those people. And then, and this is the big one, you want to close the sale. This is where money is exchanged. And so what I notice is that a lot of people get stuck in this, they're trying to figure out where to find people stage. It's very simple. The best place to look is where are the people that you want to work with? Where are they spending their time? And when I talk about where, it's not physically, but it could also be digitally. Is it on YouTube? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? Is it on LinkedIn? Is it on X? Is it in person? Is it at churches? Is it on podcasts? And so you figure out where is the platform overall that people spend time. And then you figure out, how do I get more in front of those people? So that helps us find the people. And then as we get in front of those people, that's us promoting what we have to offer. That's us promoting that we can deliver the result. We are self-promoting the result that we want to deliver. If you are a coach, if you are a mentor, learning the art of putting yourself out there and self-promoting in a positive way, not in a way that's narcissistic or ego-driven, but that's simply telling people the good news and the good ideas that you have to offer in a way that builds trust with them. So you show up and you promote that result that you can deliver to people. And we can do this through social media. We can do this through podcasts. We can do this through affiliate marketing. There's a lot of different avenues that we mentor you on inside of my Client Growth Accelerator to be able to do that. Then, And this is where the rubber meets the road. Once you get in front of the right people, you close the sale. I want to tell you a story about one of my first consulting clients that I worked with. I actually got into a boardroom with 6 people, and I got invited into that boardroom through a referral connection that somebody gave me. And I was able to sell them in 30 minutes through a presentation that I gave very simply, that I could deliver the results that they desired. They were a university that I was working with, and I worked with them for a couple of years. We delivered a 30% increase in students after 10 years of a consistent decline in student enrollments. And I found that what I had done for 21 years translated to universities just as it did with mentorship programs or memberships or courses or classes or coaching programs. And so, but what I did was I had to actually show up in front of the decision makers and get them to decide to want to work with me. By the way, they were fielding 30 other consulting firms at the time. And I showed up, and I was the one that they felt, they literally said this, that I could deliver the results on. And guess what? I did. And I got rave praises from the staff members on what we were able to actually deliver during that time with them. And so I closed the deal by being confident, by promising a result, by owning the outcome, and then showing up and delivering. And I did that all in about a 30-minute type of a presentation. So anytime that you show up with your clients, you want to be presenting something to them that you can deliver a result on. People buy because they feel like it's going to produce the result, and then they make the decision based on their logical mind that the information that they're looking for is actually there, okay? And so we use online marketing strategies to be able to do this. One of the best ways that I like to do it is that you have some sort of a video class or a micro recording or a training of some kind that can be anywhere from 30 minutes upwards to an hour to 2 hours long. Just depends on how much information you need to give people to make a decision. And that is what helps them to be able to decide to work with you. Now, if you don't feel confident delivering in that format, that's exactly what I love to work with people with in our Client Growth Accelerator program. And I keep mentioning that throughout this. And if you're watching this video, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd love to work with you to help you get results. We teach methods and frameworks all the time on this channel. But if you want to dive deeper and actually work with me to create it all with you, to come alongside you and actually get you those results, jump into my accelerator program. And if there's a waiting list, get on the waiting list now. You won't regret it. It'll be the best decision you ever made. Now, I'm excited because what we help people do is we help them communicate in a way that actually gets people to take action. When you can learn what are the words that you say that actually get people to take action, what is the process of doing so? We have what we call a reverse webinar framework. And I've developed this over the last 21 years of working with people, and it's one of the simplest, most ethical, trauma-informed, by the way of doing this because it creates safety in the conversation. And it's not like a traditional webinar or sales pitch because it's not just a bunch of testimonies and case studies, but it actually delivers results and demonstrates to people that they're going to get the outcome that they desire. And so when you can do this and you can communicate in a way that gets people to buy into the thing that you say that you're going to deliver, they will purchase it, and then you can deliver those results. You can start to show up with them. And if you're somebody that says, I want to be able to learn how to do that, again, subscribe to this YouTube channel. But also, jump into my Client Growth Accelerator, and I'd love to work with you further to help you create this in your business. This is Jeremiah Krakowski, signing off. We'll talk soon. Have a good one.